Furiosa Mad Max Saga is the perfect example of a movie that should have been box office, but unfortunately, it fell flat on its face during opening weekend.
No, God!
With a budget of around $168 million and an opening return of around like $26 million.
Damn! I'm sorry.
I think it's safe to say that Furiosa flopped. A Memorial Day weekend, no less.
No! God, please, no! 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 No!
But Furiosa deserved better. And what's crazy is that when you even look at the reviews and even, Rotten Tomato, everyone who actually went out and watched Furiosa actually enjoyed it. So where's the disconnect?
That's a good question. I don't know.
First, let's look at Furiosa as a collective. On paper, when you look at who made it, aka George Miller, Furiosa should have been a shoe-in for being box office.
That's the fact, Jack!
But Furiosa stars Anya Taylor-Joy and Chris Hemsworth. Surely those two have the pull to, possibly break some records. But something was still missing, because ain't nobody show up to that joint, bruh.
Where did everybody go?
Anya Taylor-Joy and Chris Hemsworth are two of the most sought after actors right now.
When did you realize you were like, I got motion, twin? Since birth.
Sure, Thor: Love and Thunder was mid, but Anya Taylor-Joy low-key be in everything.
Is it possible this story is true? Yes, it is.
So you think people will come out in droves to see this iconic duo in action?
No.
But that's not all. You combine those names with the out of this world visuals, Furiosa cinematography and action scenes were freaking on point. This should have been an easy W, bro. This movie should have been a bona fide hit.
What the hell did you just say?
I mean, just watching the trailer by itself, you can tell this joint cost a pretty penny.
He ain't lying.
And I'm happy to say that at the end of the day, Furiosa Mad Max Saga was better than I was even expecting. Visuals alone, the Chris level was off the charts.
It's over 9,000!
From the colors to the explosions and everything that comes with the world of Mad Max and the wasteland, Furiosa looked phenomenal. So where does the hesitation come from? First off, let's just be honest, bro. Theaters ain't been the same since 2020.
I mean, you're not wrong, but you didn't have to say it.
But the biggest question I had going into Furiosa was just, is the story going to match up with the visuals?
Logical.
Anybody could look at this movie and see that this joint looks fire, right? But the question still remains, am I even going to care about what's happening?
I hope so.
The short answer is yes. Furiosa is not only entertaining, but also has a compelling story. Not because it's, a one-of-a-kind drama or anything like that. But it's really because you could tell that, this movie is just part of one bigger world, a bigger story than just this one film. It spans across time and has the foundational pieces to keep you invested from start to finish.
Let's go, boy!
The pacing for Furiosa did feel slow at some parts. One reason being the fact that this is a prequel, that thrill that you feel during the movie kind of steals away some of the magic of the moment.
Magic.
But in classic action movie fashion, Furiosa was very pattern driven from a plot standpoint. Even though I will say they found new and innovative ways to progress the story without being too repetitive.
You can say that again.
The action scenes keep you on your toes and it's full of shock value. The lore, on the other hand, was extensive. Plenty of people, plenty of places, but it wasn't in a super overbearing way.
That's good to know.
In a world of ruthless cutthroats, you really get to see Furiosa grow up from when she's just a little girl to the moment she becomes a legend.
I'm Furiosa!
And I gotta be honest, bro. I finally understand the hype behind Anya Taylor-Joy. Granted, as Furiosa, she didn't have a whole lot of lines, but her actions said enough. Even as a youngster with Alia Browning, who, for the sake of plot, didn't really have a whole lot of lines, but I think they both really embodied Furiosa to a T.
Same, but different. But still same.
Chris Hemsworth, on the other hand, he had a great performance as Dementus. I'm just so used to him playing a good guy. It was nice to see him take on the challenge of being a big bad.
Everybody knows who's in charge.
Now this role came with more surprises than expected, but Hey man, let's be honest, the Wastelands is a crazy freaking place. This character has somewhat of a manic nature to him.
Got nothing left to lose.
And when you combine that with his ambition and pride, you get just the right amount of crazy. Make Dementis a dynamic villain.
Correct!
Overall, I think Furiosa was pretty good. I mean, who doesn't love a good revenge coming of age story?
Yes, exactly.
Especially in a world where factions are fighting over resources in a barren wasteland. Yes, it has its flaws and faults, but in the world of action movies, that just comes with the territory. When you're making an action flick, like, there are gonna be some moments that don't always line up perfectly. I always say you gotta charge it to the game, but I still think the joint went crazy, which is why I had to give it 8 out of 10 G-File score. But at the end of the day, the reason why I say everybody was wrong about Furiosa is really because youngins didn't really go out to watch it. And I think that comes down to a taste type thing. And unfortunately, I just don't think people are super interested in the world of Mad Max right now. I mean, this franchise goes back, decades type beat. So times change, but good movies don't.
You know what? Wow.
But one thing I do want to say before I get out of here is that, Furiosa at this point of me recording this video has broken just about even after being in theaters for a cool minute. And to have names like Anya Taylor-Joy, Chris Hemsworth, and George Miller attached to your movie, the expectations are always going to hit a little different, right? But I just really think the consumer is really changing. Like,
Hey, tell me about it.
I don't really have a solution to this kind of problem, but I just think it's a fair thing to bring up, because one thing I do know for sure is that movies like Furiosa and Mad Max Saga deserve better, bro. But hopefully you enjoyed this review, man. Here's another one that we think you will like. And before you go, make sure you hit that like button, hit the subscribe button to see more. And yeah, see you next Friday. Peace.